Hey guys, Cole here. Welcome back to Diablo Immortal. Today I'll be showing you a build for the Crusader and specifically utilizing this skill right here. Let me just show you the build. You're gonna be amazed because this is like a very high damage build, especially for PvE. Not really for PvP. You can use it, at least one of the skills, but I wouldn't recommend it just because of how chaotic PvP can be, and you want to be going for different builds. You can use this for PvE though. Elder rifts, you can use it to challenge rifts, you can use it for any grinding and any group situation for dungeons as well. So let's go have a look at the skills. So of course we got draw and quarter. What I'm using here is the Fiery Steed that does just a lot more damage than anything else. It's the recommended one to use, especially for PvE. PvP, sometimes I go for the knockup horse instead. And then here of course we got Holy Banner with the banner that moves with you. You kind of want to have that, especially for dungeons, because it can just get one-shotted. It's highly recommended to go with this enchantment right here on the helmet with the arrowhead, I think is the name of the item. And then of course we go for Conjuration of Light with the Conjuration of Light that surrounds a holy fire that continuously deals 43,764 damage to all nearby enemies for 6 seconds, but no longer prevents damage, and then the extended duration by 30%. So it goes on for 6 seconds, extended duration 30%, so that should be around 9 seconds. But if you have a look at the cooldown as well, right, of this skill, so it says 20 seconds, it should end at 11 seconds cooldown left. But because I have this set right here called the Vithus Urges, increase the duration of all beneficial effects on you or your party members by 30%, then that actually extends the duration of Conjuration of Light. So it extends the duration of a damage dealing skill. So I think the 4-piece set of the Vithus set would also help with the attack speed boost, but I need to get a 4-piece to actually test it out. I'm still struggling to pick that up, so I might be updating a video in the future with the 4-piece Vithus. I've heard it's an amazing set, so I might have that for the future. And then I also run a Grace set as well for extra 15% damage from channeled, persistent ground damage, and continual damage, which actually that's Conjuration of Light and our Spinning Shield. So I didn't mention Spinning Shield at all because this is actually a flex skill that you can use depending on what you're doing and what you want to be running. If you want to run Spinning Shield, then yeah, go for it. I use this one, which has the hovering shield, which stays at one spot and really enables you to do increased damage for single target enemies. You can have the other shield with the Pavis of the 10 shields, whatever it's called, the one that spirals around you. That's also good, but I don't really like it. I only used it while I was leveling up. I don't really like it. I love the hovering shield compared to everything else. I think this one's the best. All right, so Spinning Shield now hovers at a location for 5 seconds, continuously inflicting 32,670 damage to enemies. So that's times 3. That is actually insane in terms of the potential of damage. So Conjuration of Light with the extended duration from Vithus. Now have a look at that. When I click on Conjuration of Light, it says 19 seconds on the cooldown left. You see the fire that can actually be given also to my allies, and you'll see when the cooldown runs out, it's gonna be at around 8 seconds. Actually 8 seconds right there, 8 to almost 7 seconds. That's insane. It went for almost 12 seconds because of the Vithus set, because of the extended duration from the shoulder pad that I have right here with this enchantment that I showed you, extra 30% Vithus, and this thing which all Crusaders out there should be looking for, duration of beneficial effects. I've got 2.5% there. I've got another 2.5% there. Another 2% there. Another 1.5% there. It's kind of hard to get. I don't think I have one here. No, I couldn't roll it. It's very difficult to roll it. And then another 3% here. So overall about a 10% or so if I add all of those up, maybe even higher. So another 10% on the duration of Conjuration of Light, and that's why it goes for almost 12 seconds of continuously dealing damage per second on the skill, and that isn't capped. What I mean is, just because it says 42,000 over 6 seconds, it's not going to be 42,000 over the 12 seconds. It's basically 42,000 divided by 6 times 12, so that's gonna be the damage. So let me show you on how it is actually. So instead of just talking, let's see this build in action and see on the real damage potential of Conjuration of Light. And really this is multiplied by 4 in group situations, since that can also be buffed to your allies. So what we do here is the rotation is basically we find a pack, we get our spinning shields down if we want to, then banner and then Conjuration of Light, go on the horse, and then you'll see on the insane damage is still going. Look at that. Look at all the damage there. The holy banner has run out, but this is still going. Look at that. This is still going, and we beat 3 packs while 1 Conjuration of Light was going. It's actually insane. If you want, you can actually flex in the holy banner duration instead, if you think that the holy banner duration is better for, let's say, the PvE situations where you are in a group and you want to have that banner go on for longer duration. That extra bit of added duration might be better for you and the group that you're running, just to help you through. The bad thing with the Crusader overall is the cooldowns, the heavy cooldowns that they have. But let me just run through it, trying to find something. This is like a horrible map as well, because there's no real elites. And boom, let's just pop this and just look at all the damage. And you want to be going for the energy globes and just killing everything in your path as well. And I find that this is pretty much the best PvE build that you want to be running. I used to run Consecration, but I think that this is way better, especially because it benefits from Vithu set. And there's actually that shoulder pad that gives you an extra 30% duration, plus the beneficial effects duration. That all adds up together for it being much better than Consecration. So yeah, try out this build and let me know down below in the comments. Like right now, the cooldowns, I'm just waiting for them because I want to show just banner and this, and just look at that, 8,500 ticking right there. It's gonna be ticking you know, throughout the fight, and it is just an insane amount of damage coming in there. And that is times 4 in a group situation, since everybody will be having that fire running around them for the extended duration as well. And it's the way to go, honestly. The only bad thing is in challenges, you have to be very careful on using this build, because in challenges you have to get in a real close range to actually do all that damage. And I'll show you what I mean, since in challenges the enemies will be doing 100, 200, 300% more damage. Oh my god, I'm ranked 7th now. I need to push a little bit more. So let's go to 139 and I'll show you what I mean in terms of the how close of range you need to be. And if you get hit in challenges, you get not one-shotted. I'm not at the one-shot, I'm getting half-shotted. So here's an elite pack. Let's just see here on how much damage we do to this one, which is, look at my health over there. And it just melted this one on the monster difficulty, very high, of almost 5,000 combat rating. So I'm dealing 75% less damage and taking 313% more damage. So it is painful, but look at that, another pack here. Just look at this, just running through, trying to be as away from them, but also as close to them as possible, so I can still do damage because of how close the ring is of Conjuration of Light. So it's really bad for that, because the circle is very small and you need to be on top of them to actually be doing the damage that you want to be doing. So that's the only bad thing about this in such situation. You have to be mindful of your health. So what is this? Protection, might as well pick it up. It's not that useful. And by the way, also Vithus, if you didn't know, it also extends the durations of shrines. So that's another reason to pick up Vithus. If you didn't have one already, that's one more. So boom, pick those up. Already have good time in this rift, so I wonder if this is gonna be like a solid push. I'm just keeping all of these because I want to be just going on for the big elite groups. Look at that, 2 groups. I'll try to oh, come on. Come on. Okay, we broke through. Let me pick these up. Wow. Okay, the yellow elites, those hurt the most and those are the hardest to kill, unfortunately. So here I'm just trying to group everything up. and go on the horse immediately, because it can be very dangerous. Be mindful also of the horse duration, so you drop down while you're away from them. And then with Vithus, also the duration of the horse is extended, so you have that as well. It just adds it to me. The Vithus set is the best one for the Crusader by far. I thought the Grey set would have been the best once I had access to the 6-speed bonuses, but I cannot go away from the 2-piece Vithus, and the 6-piece Vithus is not that amazing. So I think a mixture of sets is the best way to go. So right now I'm a little bit low on health, so I'll wait to heal before I go back in there. It's gonna be very painful for me to so yeah, look at that. I've beaten 2 blue packs, but this yellow one is just taking forever, so I'll just skip it. That's what I usually do. I skip those yellow ones. As a Crusader, I found it's very difficult to beat those compared to all the other ones. So already we're what, 400 combat rating lower than the recommended one, and it's honestly looking like an easy run so far, right? It's an easy run. I do have, you know, good gems. This is like a pay to win, but still the power is there through this build. So I'm waiting a little bit. I hope the boss comes to me down the stairs. I'll pick up the conduit. Come on, and let's see on how quickly we can do this one. So look at that. The timer is very good. You have to be very careful with this boss because of the, look at that. This is like the worst case scenario sitting right here. I'm just gonna wait for him to be pulled a little bit closer. Come on. As I said, the shrine duration is also extended, so that conduit that I just picked up, oof, okay, is also extended. So remember to always do your banner last, so it benefits for a good duration of all your skills. And look at all the damage that I'm dealing without really having. I'm gonna die here probably. Okay, I still have the conduit is doing some work here, and look at that. Okay, just be careful whenever that dude spits the poison, just to go and run behind him. That's the strategy I found with this boss. Immediately when he does the casting of that poison, to just run behind him, and that should be it. Ooh, didn't run that well there, but it's looking like, look at that, half the health of the boss is already done. And the spinning shields, again, as I said, the single target, that's why I love the spinning shield for this build, is it really helps with this boss. And it's almost doubled. It's not doubled because of how the banner works for the Crusader, so have that in mind. You're not dealing double damage. Oof. Okay, he's throwing the these AoE skills on top of him, so I can't really do anything. Even if I die, it's fine for me, since I didn't die once in this run. So I'm probably gonna die here. Look at that. Probably that was cheat death or something, because I can't understand how I'm still alive. Can't understand. Wow, look at all that. Okay, throw it over here, far away from you, so I can come in close. So that was like a conjuration of light. That was kind of wasted because I was running away, but I had to run away. So I'm waiting for the banner now to get close to the boss. Start dealing damage. Look at that. Look at that. The timing.
Back to full strength.
Timing of the boss. Yeah, it's looking good, but okay, 70,000. Dodge it. Just, it's all about the timing with this one. It's not the toughest boss out there. As long as you're comfortable and you know what you're doing, should be fine. Yeah, I didn't dive once. That was a surprise, actually. And managed to clear this. So see how strong that build is. Try it out. It's not going to work for you the same way in the challenge rifts, but it's still a great build to try out. I highly recommend it. But you need to have, you know, the Vithus 2 set. You need to have that special shoulder enchantment. The beneficial effects duration is a nice bonus to have, but it's very hard to hunt for these. and that's why I've always recommended to go for the reforged stones. I don't even have any more because I've used them all. So yeah, that was it guys for this video. If you do enjoy my content, consider subscribing. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.